Welcome back to Learn to Homelab. In this episode of how to set up a Homelab, we are going to cover the importance of note keeping. So when you're learning a concept and you're have so many things to think about and you've only done this once or maybe never at all, you're going to forget steps, and then you're going to be halfway through a command line prompt, trying to figure out how to do something with computers that you don't understand, and you might need to take a break or come back a day later, and now you completely forgot where you left off. Taking notes is going to save your butt over and over and over again. So we're going to cover Markdown and specifically the application Obsidian. This is what I recommend you guys use throughout this course. Before you get started, start taking notes because it's going to save your booty. So we're going to go click download, and one of the reasons why I pick Obsidian specifically is because it's supported on any platform that you guys are going to be using as the watcher. So go ahead, get this downloaded. We're going to install it. But if you're unfamiliar with what Markdown is or the syntax of Markdown, I'm going to link this website as well. This will go over what it is, but essentially it allows you to add elements to plain text documents, and Markdown files are super supported across IT and the computer world, right? These will allow you to import and export these files into all kinds of applications and keep your format correct. Where certain like applications like Cherry Tree I see recommended a lot on Linux is very proprietary and almost impossible to copy and paste your notes into any other application and for it to work or look good, right? And so under here you can read about it, but what I was going to get at is there's a cheat sheet and a basic syntax tab, so you can go up and read about different things. Here's an example, don't do this, do this. There's a space here, right? And you can see what it looks like. So Markdown, it looks like this. If you were to write the same thing in HTML, it looks like this, rendered out using Markdown, rendered out, using HTML, you're going to get to the same end goal with less work. So now that you downloaded that, you're going to get prompted with a screen similar to this, and we're going to create a new volt. A volt is essentially just a folder on your hard drive or your storage device that keeps all your information in one place. So I'm going to go ahead and name this Learn, and then you need to pick a location where you wish to save this. So I'm just going to save this to my Learn OneDrive desktop for this specific profile on this computer and click Create. So now this is our graphical user interface for Obsidian. And I'm just going to close these two to simplify this look. When you have no files open, you can see that it will give you the screen. You can create a new note real quickly, blah, blah, blah. Up here, you can also create a new note or a new folder or change your sort order or expand all of your subfolders if you have them. We're going to go down here to the bottom left real quick and click Settings. And in our settings, we're going to change a couple things. The first thing I'm going to do is go down to Appearance, and the very top one, I'm going to switch it to dark mode. This is one of the few applications that I actually like to use in dark mode, and I would recommend, and I think it's easier on the eyes to read. You can also change things like font size in here if you would like to do so. They also support lots of templates if you care to go around and find any templates. But we're going to go to Files and Links, and there's one more thing that we're going to change. But actually, let me show you an example. So if I go up here to the top left and I create a note, and this is my note for my LTH course, and I want to add an image. So I'm just going to go ahead and add an image. Well, we can see, oh, the image showed up here on the left. That's kind of annoying. And if I add a ton of images, this is going to get out of hand, and I'm going to lose all my notes because I'm just stuffed full of pictures. So I'm going to delete this real quick. And it's gone, and we're going to go back to our settings, and under Files and Links, I'm going to go to Default Location for New Attachments and click Same Folder in Subfolder under Current Folder, the bottom option, right? And what this is going to do is I can actually get rid of this. When I now add an image in here, like this, we can see it's no longer over there, but it's actually in this drop-down subfolder called Attachments. So this solves the headache of our feed, right, getting full. And now you're going to say, oh, well, I added an image, Abe, but I'm trying to take a note below here and it's not working. Because you actually need to click up next to the image outside of the double brackets and then click enter. And now you're below the image. So a couple beautiful things about Markdown is this, right? I can create header 1 with info, header 2. My goodness. Header 2 with info 2. And I can close headers. So we can still see information in header 2 because it's open when I hover over this, right? And so if you have a whole bunch of notes on a specific topic, or you're following one of my videos and you don't want to be doom scrolling up and down, you can close these. So I usually will add a header of how to attach an image in HTML, how to upload to GitHub, a specific set of commands that I use often, right? And that will allow you to just go to that header, open it up, get the information I want, and close it, right? You can also just add another note over here into your Vault, and here is another topic. So you can also do that as well and have different topics if you would want to set it up that way. Another great thing about Markdown is if you copy a lot of notes or a lot of commands, you can type commands here that you might use over and over again. This is a repeated command, right? And so what we do here is I click out of this by clicking to the right of those 3 ticks. And now we can actually see there's a copy button over here. So I can just click that, and now that's copied to my keyboard, and I can go and paste that into the command line or wherever you use. Now another thing too, at the top right, we can hover over this, and current view is editing, click to read. I can put this in read mode. So now I can't misclick anything. This is just like reading a document, right? And I can get the little check mark, confirm that I've done it. And then when I edit it, I can go back up here and click the pen, and I'm in edit mode. So that is another great feature if you're just trying to read and not mess up any of your notes. Well, that's it for this video. I just wanted to go over the importance of note taking and hope you guys take good notes throughout this course and your career, because it's going to help you a ton, and get familiar with Markdown because I think it has a lot of great features. My name is Abe. Thank you for watching this series, and I hope to see pictures of your guys' home labs really soon.